Got ourselves frosted banquet. A little bit of pulp in that one.
Loaded for bear, loaded for bear. He ain't got a reason, he ain't got a care, 'cause he's loaded for bear, loaded for bear.
Well, hey everybody, what's been a couple of weeks? Hopefully you've been surviving the post-apocalyptic wasteland all right. But if you haven't, hopefully you've been having a hot girl or hot boy or hot whatever summer. It's just been a hot summer, I'll tell you that much. And them 17-year bugs is loud as hell today. So that's why this week on Surviving the Apocalypse with Lou on Loaded for Bear, we're going to talk about cooling off in the heat. And by cooling off, nothing does that better than a good old-fashioned cooler, right? Did I put an image there? I don't know if I put an image there. Maybe I'll fix it in post. But as I was walking by my local Dick's Sporting Goods, I found a brand of cooler I couldn't believe existed. Sam Squatch? Bigfoot? Nah, it's not Bigfoot. It's the snow version. Yetis, that's right. I couldn't believe it. Most of the coolers I've ever gotten in my life were $10 to $15 to $3, depending on if somebody got drunk and left it at your place after a house party. That's how I've gotten most of my coolers. $350 for a cooler? Get the hell out of here with that. By the time you're done spending your money on the cooler, you're not gonna have anything left to put in it. That's why this week on Loaded for Bear, I'm gonna show you how to make your own cooler. And by the end of this, you're gonna think to yourself, wow, I don't have to put fresh organs in this cooler, but you just might want to. Let's get into it. This was a process, but we're gonna make our own cooler, all right? Well, hey everybody, welcome to the workshop. And I'm gonna tell you right now, we can make a cooler better than a Yeti. All you're gonna need, one of these here cheap coolers, some of that great stuff crack sealer, cardboard box, a little bit of Flex Seal, paint for fun, definitely gonna have duct tape on standby, and some Velcro with things. Alright, so let's get into the build, huh?
Alright everybody, so you're going to want to go ahead and use a cardboard box for the outside there. Surprise, my dick in a box. That's a good gift everybody likes. Now, I had a little bit of trouble putting the box together because these things are more complicated than a Rubik's Cube. Now, once I finally got it all pieced together, it was time to make the first cuts on our cooler. So you're going to go ahead and cut 3 of the 4 top tabs off on your cooler, right? So go ahead and bust out the old X-Acto blade box cutter that a maintenance guy left at your house. It's mine now. And save the top 3 tabs because we're going to use those later. But you see that last tab on there is going to be our hinge. Next, do a good box inspection. Looks great. And we're going to start using just liberal amounts of duct tape because you know what? We have a lot of it on the shelf that looks like it's going to go bad. So you got to use that duct tape before it spoils. So I just went ahead and reinforced all the corners, all the open nooks and crannies, right? Because for a cooler to be airtight, you got to use just an insane amount of duct tape. Now, once that was all good and covered and I felt like it was reinforced, I went ahead and called a specialist on how to assemble the top of the cooler here. Now, the 1-800-YETI line didn't pick up, so I just called a local contractor, figured it out. Turns out you just use more duct tape. Now, next step is use a couple of loops of duct tape to secure the small cheap cooler in the frame of our outside cooler, right in the middle of the box there. Close the lid, everything fits, looking good. Next, we're going to use our insulation, the great stuff. Word to the unwise out there, such as myself. This stuff tends to expand when you give it a second. I did not know that, so a little goes a long way. Fills up, looks like cottage cheese, but bada bing, bada boom, our insulation's in, pockets of air, stopping hot air from getting in the cold air. You get thermodynamics, or you don't. Anyways, for the lid, use liberal amounts of Gorilla Glue. That stuff also expands, and holy hell, don't get any of it on your fingers and touch your face or your nethers. It's a bad time. Next, go ahead and insulate the top. I did have to use a knife to cut through that later, but you'll see in the end result. Now check this out. Flex Seal, rubber in a can, is it the future? You bet it is, and it's cooler than you thought it was going to be. Now once I covered the whole thing in Flex Seal, rubberized box, it's already looking as good as most Yetis out there, but hit it with some primer gray, circa a Modest Mouse song, that rules. Then I hit it with some of my favorite old gold, right? I'm a big fan of Coors Banquet. They are not a big fan of me, but whatever. Sometimes there's one-way love in relationships. It's not healthy, but you know, there it is. Looking pretty beautiful, if I say so myself. Next, you can see that our cooler has a open mouth problem here. So how do you close mouths? Most of the time, duct tape and Velcro. So bada bing, bada boom, we're back in business. I went for a full wraparound securing of the cooler box here. Now, what you're going to want to do, though, is you bring the duct tape all around, and then you bring it back and fold the duct tape in on itself. Why? Because then you make an indestructible piece of duct tape. The only thing stronger than duct tape itself is duct tape stuck to itself. So you see that? We've got the tabs good, ready to go. And next up, we're going to make them secure. How do we do that? The Velcro little strippy things, right? So most modern coolers are using busted out, dryable rubber. We're going back to grade school with the Velcro, and then we're going to staple them into the actual cooler there so they are not going anywhere. Very secure, not bad. Now the top I didn't show here, but you want to go ahead and put a little bit of Gorilla Glue on before you stick these bad boys down. But I did that in post, didn't show you guys, but I'm telling it to your ear holes right now. But you get the idea. The Velcro is unmistakably, I think, the best thing to secure this down. Once you get both tabs Velcroed up, go ahead and old gold the outside duct tape, securing it to the cooler as well as making it look slick. Next, pop out Grandpa's bottle opener, and you're thinking, hey, Lou, where's the handles? Well, we're carving them out, right? Cardboard boxes automatically have handles, and then with a little bit of insulation in there, we got ourselves a cavernous handle right there. So you pop that out, and is it heavy? Well, it's got a little weight to it. Let's pick it up, do some deadlifts with it. Yeah, not bad. And this is a cool design. The handles fold right back in. That looks pretty slick, if I say so myself. Handsome looking cooler. Now we just need to dress it up for prom. So as a big old FU to Big Cooler out there, we're going to make it a Better Yetier, right? That's not trademarked, but you can go ahead and have it. And then I like to, a little bit of a maker's mark. And, the whiskey, but also my own. So a little Better Yetier by Loaded for Bear. Now, the warp stabilizer freaks me out here, but check it out. Cold drinks and cool people make the party. I think that's something we can all live by, right? The old Better Yetier there. Keep your protein intake high and your weapons loaded. You'll be all right. Right? Those are words to live by. Have fun with it, everybody. Have fun with it, because you're surviving the apocalypse with Lou. So now that you got a cooler ready to go, it's time to go find a party, everybody. All right. Have fun with it. Okay, bye.
And there you have it, everybody. Your very own Better Yetier cooler. Cool drinks and cool people make the party. And a cooler that'll ensure they stay cold. So let's bust her open. And all that's left to do is enjoy the fruits of our 3 to 6 month labor, depending on how long it took you to make your cooler. There she is. Got ourselves Frosted Banquet. A little bit of pulp in that one. So you tell me, you want to spend $350 on a Yeti cooler, or go ahead and make your own Better Yetier? All right, everybody, let's go harvest some organs, huh? Get a little bit drunk and harvest some organs. Until next time, everybody, keep your protein intake high and your weapons loaded. You'll be all right, because you're surviving the apocalypse with Lou. You know what? I'm surviving it with you. All right, okay, bye. Okay, bye, everybody. A few tall, cool ones. This one's a little bit for you, huh? A little bit more for you.
Gotta reach in,
for me.
he ain't gotta care, cause he's loaded for bear. Loaded for bear.
New videos, when I can make them. Also, if you had fun with this video, please like and subscribe. It does help, and those of you that believe in it, thank you very much. That might have been in the yard for about a month. About 3 months.